Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make a small coaster or just how to make a circle in crochet. So let's get started. Alright guys, so you're going to start with your hook and your yarn. I'm just using my regular, I believe it's 5.5 hook and some acrylic yarn. You're going to start with your starting loop and you're going to chain 4. Take the hook and put it into that first chain, wrap around and pull through both, creating your base circle. Then you're going to chain 2, and this chain 2 is going to count as a stitch. So then you're going to do 7 double crochets, so you should have 8 total, including the first 2 chains. And then you're going to take the hook into the first double crochet loop, so not into the 2 chains, but into that first stitch there. Put the hook through, wrap around, and pull through both, creating the second portion of the circle. And again, you're going to repeat this process by chaining 2. But in this next sequence, you're going to do 2 double crochets inside each double crochet. So these little holes right here. So you can either choose to count this as a stitch or not. I have done both in the past. I'm going to use it as a stitch, even though it's not inside of there. I'm going to count it. And repeating this all the way around throughout, I believe it's 7 or 8 holes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 8 holes. Alright, so we're at that last one. Doing our 2 double crochets. Should look like this, and then you're going to repeat that same thing we did last time. You're not going to go into the 2 chains, you're going to go into that first double crochet top loop thingy right there, and wrap around and pull through. And this is what the second row should look like. So this one is pretty tiny, it's maybe 1.5 inches or so. And you're going to repeat that same thing. Chaining 2. I'm going to count the 2 chains as a stitch, so doing 2 into each one, so that's going to count as my 2. So if you're new to crocheting, the doing 2 is what is giving it the ability to become bigger. I don't know if you guys are good at math or not. Crochet has a lot of math to it to really help you understand the geometry of things and how it all works. So that's why we're doing, if you just do one, like if we only did one into each, it wouldn't be spreading outward, it would just be kind of coming up. It would kind of be like forming like this if you did only one. So that's just something to know. But once you start to get past the 3rd row, the math of it changes. If you do 2 in every single one, it becomes too much. So that's why when I'm making a coaster, I usually only do 3 rows. That 4th row, like I said, can just be a little complicated if you don't switch up the stitch. I believe if I do the 4th row, I usually do every other as 2. I am not prepared to give you that information because I'm only doing 3 rows for this little coaster. And this coaster can work really well with just an average size cup. So here's what it looks like after we've done all of them, and we'll repeat that process where we put it into the first double crochet there, wrap around and pull through, and there you have your coaster. I don't have a handy cup, but I have this little bottle, so it's about, I would say, 3 inches. If you use bigger yarn and a bigger hook for this process, you can have a bigger coaster. And if you can learn to do 4 rows, 5 rows, you can make it even bigger. But today we're just doing 3. So I hope you enjoyed it and have fun.